Good morning, world. I'm vlogging today, partly because I feel like we all need all the content we can get right now, because if you're social distancing, which I'm hoping most of you are, because it feels like the right thing to do, with, Corona going around and everything, we need all the entertainment we can get, right? So I'm going to just sort of share my day with you. Like most people, I'm in my house all day, but I do have a few sort of plans. I'm going to do a workout in my garden, which is behind me here. Me and Sarah are about to have, where are you? There she is. We're about to have coffee and bagels. I also have some work stuff going on. Not any work stuff that actually is going anywhere as such, more just for my own head, but I guess I'll talk to you about that when I start doing it, just to sort of stay mentally active. So, I don't know, I just want to share some positivity and, I don't know, entertain you for a while.
There are lots of things you can do at home to stay mentally active.
Yeah.
Duolingo, yeah. I want to start that today.
Where have you gone? Oh no, there you are.
What language shall we learn?
Well, you know all the languages already. Look how small you look on this. I've never noticed how tiny you are.
I'm not tiny, Jim.
Sarah already speaks fluent Spanish, a tiny bit of Italian, a little tiny bit of French, and then...
No, I don't really speak Italian. I did...
You understand it more.
I did A-level French, A-level Spanish. I did Spanish at university, but then I stopped.
Basically, whenever we go away anywhere, Sarah communicates with them. She orders my food and everything, because I'm really bad at languages, and I'm usually quite smart, and I've never felt more like dumb, more like slow and slow-witted than when I'm with her when we're in a restaurant in a different country. Okay, in the comments, everyone, I have a question. I have gone for Philadelphia on my bagel. Very happy with that. Sarah wants peanut butter on a bagel, or almond butter and jam, but I'm a big fan of almond butter, but on a bagel I just feel like it's a bit claggy. Can I have your opinions, please? I am going to add some jam to it, which might reduce the clag.
God bless America. That is an American bagel. That is like... The only thing that would make it better is if it's a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Oof. We're not letting coronavirus spoil our daily thing. Usually we go to a coffee shop and do this. This is the Times crossword puzzle. Sarah's really good at it. I'm okay at it, but to be fair, she does most of the work. What's the first one? Waste from toilets. Sewage? Is it sewage?
Why are you saying it?
I don't know, that's Norfolk accent.
Is it?
Yeah. Welcome to my shed. You can't see, maybe you can, I don't know, but I'm really crouching down because I hate it in here. I'm actually taller than my shed, and all of the nooks and crannies and crevices are like covered in cobwebs, and there's spiders everywhere, and I do not like spiders. However, I'm kind of collecting some workout gear. This is stuff that sort of came with me from the old house, but I've also got a few other little bits and bobs as well throughout my journey, which is actually coming in really handy. I love going to the gym, and I feel really motivated when somebody is with me to work out, but we can't go anywhere, so I'm working out in my garden. So I've got some skipping ropes behind me. I've actually got 4, but they're different weights, so there's a really, really heavy one all the way down to a really light one. So one's for speed, one's for more like sort of strength stuff, but really good. Skipping's good for your posture, because you have to sort of stand up straight and like pull your shoulders back and everything. I've got some kettlebells down here. I've got some boxing gloves out here. I also have Bob. His name's Sentry Bob, and he's a punch bag. He's really good fun. And I also have this punch bag here too, which actually has like different modes on it, so you can box in different ways. I've got my music thing down here. I've got a workout mat down here, and I'm gonna have just 40 minutes of skipping and jumping and punching just to get a bit of a sweat on. Actually, before I train, I'm going to give you a quick tour of my garden, because I'm really lucky to have a garden in London, but I don't like what my garden does. We only moved in at the end of last summer, so I think sort of pretty soonish, when the world rights itself and everything, I might change it around a bit. Let me give you a quick tour. It's really overgrown as well, because like I say, I moved in sort of the end of last summer and I haven't been in here much. So I've got this thing here, which is much bigger than it should be. And it's got, I don't know, it's messy. I don't like this bark everywhere, because actually it's just really uncomfortable underfoot, and it doesn't do anything. So what I might do is get this whole area paved. Basically, but from behind this bush here, this bit is my garden. This bit over here is next door, the flat below me's garden, and the bit behind the fence there is the flat below theirs garden. But I've got quite a lot of space here. Look, I've got all this area here, which is kind of going to waste in a way. So I think what I'm going to do is, at some point, sort of give it some sort of, I'm not sure what, like landscape it in some way. I like the idea of having a paved area. This decking is a bit rotten that I'm working on, so I might have this bit paved. I just want it to be green, but also like a functional area so I can work out, I can have barbecues. You know, it just, I don't like coming to my garden very much because it's just overgrown and a bit sort of like, not very welcoming. 199 calories in 18 minutes. That's not bad for like a warm-up, is it? I'm in my office. As you can see, I have showered, still got kind of damp hair. I'm about to have a FaceTime call with a producer. So, update on the film stuff. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I am writing screenplays. If you haven't been following me for a while, I'm writing screenplays. A quick update. My first one was supposed to go into production last year. But then another more urgent film kind of took its place. But actually that was in a way a good thing, because now the production company that I'm working with on that one have access to getting bigger budgets and things, so perhaps my film will have a bigger budget. I had a chat with them a few days ago, and obviously with Corona, everything is on hold now. We had a really positive chat other than the Corona stuff, but I also am totally aware, I've learnt enough in my career to know that until you are on set or you're on the plane or the contract is signed, nothing is definite. So although everything is looking exciting, and the script is now ready to go and it's supposed to get made this year, I'm not letting myself get carried away because it just might not happen. Anyway, I have another screenplay that I finished actually last January, but I had a bit of a crazy year in that I broke up with my ex, met Sarah, bought a new house, did all the house up, well, you know, to the state it's in now, it's not quite finished yet, but I had a bit of a crazy year. And then I kind of almost put all that work stuff to the back of my mind and started back on it again in January. I sent it to a producer friend of mine who I know wouldn't want to make it because he makes like a lot of sci-fi and mine is a rom-com. But I trust his opinion and I wanted him to read it. And he really likes it, and now I'm going to have a FaceTime chat with him for a bit of feedback. Hopefully he can sort of give me hints and tips and point me in the right direction. Because my thing is I love the writing, but then don't know what to do with my stuff and I don't know how to get it out there. Well, that was a really productive conversation. I feel like I've got some direction now. What's really lovely is that he said, I know it's good enough to get made, and he's happy to put his neck on the line and send me on to people that he knows, which is quite rare, because if your stuff's not good enough, they're not going to... You only get one read, basically. If someone doesn't like your stuff, they're not going to read your stuff again. But he's confident that it's good enough, so is happy to put me in touch with people, which really means a lot. It's break time. Yesterday, in fact, I did it on Instagram, IGTV, so you might have seen it already, depending on if it's gone up yet. Sarah and I made kind of a quiche, kind of a tart, kind of a bit of everything, just stuff that we had left over in the fridge. So I've got that with some salad, but that's not actually enough food. So we also have leftover aubergine parmigiana, which is down here, and it's just come out the oven, so it's super hot. And really fun activity, I have to read a will. Since my life's changed quite a lot, I finally got around to organising my new will, should I perish at any point soon. So I have to read through that on my lunchtime reading. My head is killing me after reading that. Isn't it funny how people's minds work? Like I've just been sat at my laptop and at a notebook writing all day. Then I have to read a couple of letters about, my not my future, but the future of the people around me. And I just don't understand that sort of thing. Like my mind just doesn't comprehend legal speech, and I don't know. Basically, it's giving me a headache. So I sent an email to the person who's doing it and was like, "Just help me, please."
Oh, the robot game.
Yeah.
I'm recording you.
You can't see what I'm playing, and I can't see you. But I brought the Oculus out for the first time in ages. One, there's a really good boxing thing on this, so when it rains, it rained the other day, and I totally forgot I had this, but I had intended to do a boxing workout, so there's a good boxing app on this. But now I'm shooting robots. Well, I'm actually just loading my game.
Remember when we had, was it James that came round?
Yeah,
he was like, "What?" It's quite trippy when it first happens. You actually do think you're getting attacked.
Really good, and it's sort of natural, or they're terrible.
Do you know who I think would freak out if they had that headset on?
Who?
Judy.
My mum. Oh, she's done it before. She was rubbish. My friend Ewan did an Instagram story the other day, and actually I didn't see it, but Sarah did, about NHS workers and people like that who are now working around the clock and obviously have pets to look after, are struggling to make that happen. So you essentially kind of adopt their dog, I think, for the time being, or
Just to clarify, we're out on a walk for a bit of fresh air, but we are, apart from obviously being close to each other, social distancing.
I've already explained.
I thought you were wondering why you've got all day, like we're in quarantine and now we're out.
Isn't it mad though? You have to really explain yourself for this sort of thing because people would otherwise comment. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, about NHS workers' dogs and things. So obviously, if they're working their arses off, bless them, to keep the nation running. I think some of them are struggling to find care for their pets. So we signed up, sent an email to this charity, is it? Is it charity?
I think so, yeah.
Sent an email to the charity saying that, we have space and time and everything to look after a pet. So who knows, if they get back to us and there's someone in our area who needs, a pet cared for, then we could have a new little animal in the house for, I don't know, a few weeks. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if they take it back on the weekends or when they're not working or what. But Sarah and I both feel like if people need help, we're in the position to offer it. So who knows? We might have a little furry friend soon. It's dinner time. Can you guess what we're having by the condiments? We've got sour cream. We've got what do you call that stuff? Salsa. We've got avocado. Got some salad. We got some wraps going on here, and then we got some fajitas. Yummy. Well done, Sarah. Oh, you're upside down on my screen. Yeah, that's better. I don't know why you're upside down. Am I upside down? I'm also upside down. I've got no idea why. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it maybe took your mind off things or put things in perspective or something. I'm not sure. But either way, enjoy. I don't know. Enjoy life.
Sign off, Jim.
Okay.
Sign off.
Bye.